Thanks for downloading a 3CR podcast. 3CR is an independent community radio station based in Melbourne, Australia. We need your financial support to keep going. Go to www.3cr.org.au for more information and to donate online. Now stay tuned for your 3CR podcast.
We're putting up new buildings, we're knocking down the old. We're working in the summer heat and in the winter cold. And the labour power we sell, me boys, for a hard-earned weekly pay produces mighty profits for the greedy MBA. And whether we were born here or born in Italy, in Greece, in Spain or Ireland, in England or Fiji, we all of us are workers, united we must stand, until the wealthy bludgers have been driven from our land. We faced deregistration, it backfired in the face. We're not fooled by arbitration, we won't stay in our place. We hit the bosses hard and fast to win and keep our gains, and break a couple of concrete pours to back our log of claims. So keep your powder dry and hold your head up high. It's class to class and face to face, our limit is the sky. We've got a fighting history and we never will be cowed. Our builders' labour is a name to make a man feel proud.
Good morning and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed from the Concrete Gang. 8:55 on your AM dial, 9:30 every Sunday morning. Oldest radio show in Australia. And, you know, it's up to Longy's. He's not here today, so it's fallen into my lap. So this could go pear-shaped. And we've got a new bloke on the show, Chubs.
How are we?
Mate,
going good?
Good, mate. How you been going?
Yeah, good. Very busy.
Very busy?
Times, yeah.
Mate, you've been in lockdown most of this.
Yeah, most of it. Last month, it feels like.
I've never met a bloke that's been in more lockdowns than you.
You try to get in there, you know.
So, obviously, there's a bit to get through. We'll have Chubbs' tip for the Melbourne Cup, because obviously the Griller's not here to give his tip for the Melbourne Cup. But I'll tell you what, the Griller has been in red-hot form on the punt. Well, we've been looking after me, so shout out. Keep the mail coming, brother.
Big shoes to fill.
So, obviously, there's been a bit going on, and, you know, it's good to see, finally, you know, after 6 o'clock on Friday, we're allowed to go to the rest of the state of Victoria, which I really, some of the stuff with the government I don't understand, like COVID doesn't exist after 6 o'clock on Friday, but before 6 o'clock, it's an issue, so, which is a bit unusual, but... You know, beggars can't be choosers. You getting away yourself?
No, I'm going to try to get back into isolation like I have the last month. No, it's actually good to be back out of ISO. It'll be good to everything open back up, especially just before Chrissy. Yeah,
especially there's been a lot of workers and a lot of people that haven't had a lot of money that are finally working, and we can get them people coffee shops and get people back
to 100%.
I tell you what, I'm feeling pretty fresh. I got my first haircut after ISO.
He's looking fresh.
Oh, yeah, tell me about it. A little bit heavier, but looking fresh. But so yeah, you know, that's some of the things. You know, I'll go and catch up with some mates down at Port Campbell. So
yeah, lovely.
That'd be good. Get on the piss, tell some lies.
Yeah, why not?
What have you been doing the last 12 months? I live in Melbourne. Fuck all. You know, that sort of stuff. But that's the reality of where we are. You know what I mean? And it's been a fair bit going on in the industry this week. I know there's a few people we got for Scallywags and Suki Lalas and the Christmas Grinch. So we'll just ask you a few questions. So how did you get into the industry and what's your sort of background?
So I started off as a domestic carpenter. Did my apprenticeship in domestic, just house framing, lock-up fix. Tried myself in subcontracting ABN, chasing money everywhere. Got over that pretty quick, and then, chased the money and found my way into commercial, and from there fell into the safety gig. And
and you are where you are now.
That's
it. Come through the Young Activists.
That's
so
correct.
Who was your first shopping in commercial?
Luke Verasso at Build Corp at Tullamore Apartments in Doncaster it was.
Yep, that was a bit of an epic job. I remember that one.
It was a bit happening there.
Luke's a pretty decent shoppy.
He is. He's very good.
Better not give him too much of a red, but I know
listening.
his Peggy was a bit dusty down there.
Oh, yeah. If you wanted a good tip for the Melbourne Cup, he'd be it.
Yeah. Pity they overpaid, but obviously, yeah. So, and now, you come through the young activists, which you got a bit to do with now as well.
Yep.
We've got a lot of young boys, and hopefully now with the lifting, we can get into that as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're getting about 100 plus numbers, or were before lockdowns, obviously, young activists, and we also got the Courier Constructions that another official and myself run.
Yeah.
So that's good. We're getting about 30 to 40 young and old Indigenous members coming in.
Yep.
So no, it's good.
And yeah, like obviously getting in touch with our Indigenous members. You're Indigenous yourself.
Yeah,
aren't
that's
you?
right. Yeah, you're the order man.
Yeah. So we're lucky in Victoria. We've got a couple of officials that are Indigenous. And we're proud to walk with the Indigenous people, and we always will. So that's good, and we're getting more of that, and we're trying to get more apprentices up at the moment. At the moment, the work's picking up. So if you are out of work, mate, get on ring the major form workers, labour hire, concreters. They're all looking for steel fixers, concreters, form workers, traffic control. Obviously, hopefully we get a bit of bubble and we can get back to work. And hopefully the restrictions lift on the smoko shed so we can get back to full capacity there. But it has been a hard road, and we've been, there's a lot of people that have been doing it tough, and a lot of people have used a lot of their savings up during COVID.
You're not wrong.
And we need to just get back in on top. And we also need to get some money back into the community, because I know, I've got mates that worked in retail and all that. They haven't been back to work since they started 2 years. So, it's all right for some shiny-ass politicians that haven't missed the pay, but, the general bloke in the street, he's doing it a bit tough. So, and the other thing too, while we're talking about that, obviously it's leading up to Remembrance Day. So get in, buy a poppy. Obviously, I heard the Cranbourne RSL, struggling with money during COVID, not open, have closed. So we need to, buy a poppy. Obviously, the old diggers can't get out the front of the shops because of COVID and COVID restriction. And we need to, we walk with everyone in the community. And we have got a lot of returned soldiers in our industry. So buy a poppy, buy whatever, badge, whatever, make a donation. It all goes to a worthy cause. So, obviously, we've had some scallywags today. I'll go to the first. We got one at the moment. Heritage Glass. Haven't been paying the boys proper entitlements for 6 years, and then tried to offer them a shit deal of back pay. Haven't paid all the little extras, all the benefits, been underpaying them for 6 years, and then wanted to give them a dodgy deal. How's that?
Unbelievable.
So, obviously, what else has been happening? What's been happening in your area, brother?
So, down in the civil sector, CPB North East Link, they've engaged Quinn Civil, which is a non-EBA mob.
Yeah.
After numerous safety breaches, COVID breaches, Quinn's walked off the job, and they actually owed millions. Millions from CPB. It's
17 billion. What a start to a $17 billion job.
Yeah, exactly right. This is only the start, so you can only imagine. We've got years left with that project. So
state government, federal government, whatever money involved, who you're always going to have issues when you engage CPB. And now an EBA contractor, I'm led to believe, is going to come in and clean up the mess.
Yeah, as usual. They'll have to come back in and look after it and clean things up.
Bloody CPB perennials, hopeless. Obviously, we might cut to a track and then we'll come back. So the first one we'll go to is my favourite singer. Some people say I look like him. Biggie Smalls.
Fuck all you hoes. Get a grip. Yeah. This album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. And all the niggas in the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop, smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard, you never thought that hip-hop would take it this far. Now Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
You know very well who you are. Don't let 'em hold you down. Reach for the stars. You have to go when that's happening. 'Cause you're the only one. And if you shouldn't,
I made the change from a common thief to up close and personal with Robin Leach. And I'm far from cheap. I smoke soap with my peeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moet and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me, now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing gats and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play toast. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Condos in Queens, Indo for weeks. Sold out seats to hear Biggie Small speak. Living life without fear. Putting 5 carats in my baby girl ear. Lunches, brunches, interviews by the pool. Considered a fool cause I dropped out of high school. Stereotypes of a black male misunderstood. And it's still all good, And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
you know very well who you are. Don't let 'em hold you down. Reach for the stars. You have to go when nothing remains. 'Cause you're the only one. I'll give you good and
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. 50-inch screen, money green, leather sofa. Got 2 rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. Phone bill about 2 G's flat. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. And my whole crew is lounging, celebrating every day, no more public housing. Thinking back on my one-room shack. Now my mom pimps an act with minks on her back. And she loves to show me off, of course. Smiles every time my face is up in the sauce. We used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat, wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. Damn right, I like the life I live. Cause I went from negative to positive, and it's all. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
You know very well who you are. Don't let 'em hold you down.
And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
You have to go when nothing remains. 'Cause you're the only one.
And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Representing B-Town in the house. Junior Mafia, Math Label. Yeah. Alright.
Represent Biggie Smalls, mate.
You love it.
Oh, mate. On the war, I'm on Biggie's team all the way. Struggle continues.
Honestly, I've never seen you jump up and dance like that before.
Mate, you wait, mate. You wait. You see me do the worm, I'm the best.
Jeez.
I can break dance with the best of them, mate. Give me a few sherbets and I can prove it. Obviously, we're talking off air. You got Morrison at the moment. He's away on a little bit of a environmental junction.
He's getting away. Have a nice little holiday.
He's having a few issues with the old Nats, though. The old Nats, say the members for farmers. I've got a few mates that are farmers, and a lot of the farming industry is actually moving to green, trying to clean up the industry because they can see the way the world is.
Yeah.
People are going to start buying products that are friendly to the environment and the process is friendly to the environment because you have a look at the Pacific Islands, they're pretty much disappearing for global warming. And finally, it's an issue. Now the rest of the world's lifted the target and he's finally got to do something or pretend to do something, him and his Nat mates. But, the reason the Nats, the reason they're kicking about the environment and, no carbon tax and all this stuff, it's because the biggest donators for them are the mining companies that are out there. What about the jobs? What about the jobs? The problem is with both sides of governments, we've been receiving money from the mining boom, but we haven't been putting in a thing there to say transitional jobs. You need to put it into a fund. There's a lot of clean energy jobs, which Australia should have been at the forefront on. we've got our climate is suited for this, but with the global warming, and we've all seen it, like bushfires, the record bushfires. Like we all got to remember too. Remember, Scotty from marketing was in Hawaii, chilling out in his shorts while half of Australia was on fire. There's no issue with global warming. Bloody, we nearly wiped out the whole population of fucking koalas. I can't believe it. Like, imagine having Australia without koalas.
Wouldn't be much, would it?
I reckon I'd make a good koala, sitting up in the tree, chilling out, eating some lip dips.
They got to do what we're pushing for now is just have our Indigenous people take back over the land and actually look after it and do burn-offs, and like we've done for tens of thousands of years. We managed to survive off the land and make it right. And what they're doing now is just not working.
It's not working.
You could see 2 years ago when it was a year ago with the big bushfires and everything.
Yeah. I even remember when I was a kid, especially growing up in a regional, they used to do a lot of burn-offs on the side of the road. Yeah. But the issue with the burn-offs, and I've got friends that are fire captains and that, sometimes when you burn off, it's fire, you can't control it, and it burns someone, and people were suing them, and that's why they say they try and blame all the greenies for not doing all this sort of stuff. A lot of it was because people were suing the firefighters, the volunteer firefighters, suing them because I would too if your whole property's been burnt out and you got nothing left but some bloody roast sitting in the bloody paddock. But the reality is, and talking about roast and animal, so hopefully the world can actually change, because we need to make changes before it's too late. You know what I mean? Well, the temperature's at record rates, and like you said, the Indigenous people have been burning Australia for billions of years. I'll throw that out there. Thousands, billions, all a big number. Probably can't count that high. So, and that's a part of Australia's landscape. That's what it regenerates. You go to an area that's been fucking burnt, it regenerates and it actually thrives in it. But, Western world thought they were smarter than the people that have been doing it for thousands of years.
That's right.
So, hopefully we can get some real changes, and, we've got to walk the walk, or otherwise the next generation is going to pay for the sins of this generation, and the future, the generation before us. There's a bit going on, and talking about environmentals and animals and that, well, I see a certain someone who was kicking a dog out the front of our office is being charged.
Yes, I did see that yesterday. The RSPCA have gone on to him, and looks like he could be facing jail time or a fine of upwards of $45,000.
Oh, God, I hope he gets to jail.
Yeah, I
I'm
reckon both.
backing the dog.
Yeah. Both, I reckon. Deserves both.
They're both dogs, but he probably needs to be in a pound, so... that's where it is.
Scum. So, absolute scum.
Held to accountable, a boss. He was a boss. Let's be honest, he was a lead hand foreman, lead manager, wasn't a member of the union, and then to carry on at the front like a pickle, and then kick a poor defenceless dog.
Did nothing.
Low. But other than that, there's been, what else has been happening, brother?
Not much. Weather today's going to be crazy.
Oh,
Coming into work this morning, trees falling down, power lines over.
There's a crane incident. That's where Longy's at. I actually don't know the details of it, but there was a crane in Queensland they had a few issues with.
Yeah, I believe so. There was welding issues and stuff. I can't remember the name of the crane exactly. I think it's Streamline. It was a hammerhead crane. Chinese company.
Chinese
bought
steel.
them in. Yep. All the welds on them just tacky, snapped.
By the looks of the photo, the boys have erected it. The riggers were working on it, and they were actually down at the time. It looks like the whole jib arm and all that's just broken off and drops while they were erecting it. And if you have a look, it'll probably be up on our social media. All the welds are broken, and you can see they're all rusted out. And like some of the welds look like I did them. Normally I use about 20 rods to get to one mil, but. So I don't know what happened there, but so we are doing an audit right across Melbourne. None of them have been found in Victoria, but that's what happens when you get some of these imported products. I know we spoke about the Boral incident with the asbestos the other week.
Yep.
You don't know what you're going to get, so obviously we're going through that. Obviously we've got a bit coming up, so remember there's a lot of work coming up at the moment too, like I said, and if you need to get in and get a course, there's the training centre's still operational, the union's still operational. Make sure you get in, pay your union tickets. It looks like we're having a great return in the union ticket. A lot of people are signing up, which that's what keeps the doors open and keeps everything running. So
I find there's a new influx of membership too, also new members, not just recurring members, obviously with other industries shutting down and stuff. New members coming through, trying their hand at different thing in life. So obviously
Welcome to the
retail
club.
shutting down and, small businesses. So they've
Yeah.
come over and, it's good.
Best ticket in town. Pays for itself every day of the week.
Bloody oath.
It's less than $3 a day. So
There you go.
my math might be wrong, but it sounds good. So, all right. We'll go in the scallywags. Which one we got? What's this next one?
Viking reinforcement.
Oh, old Viking.
Yeah, so they've been playing up again. They were caught at the front of our office throwing objects. Throwing
naughty
objects at
ones.
officials, throwing objects at members, destroying the office. The bloke doing it, their boss,
The owner of a company.
the owner of a company, playing up.
Well, I heard they didn't mind the old glass barbecue either.
Yeah, oh well.
The old dental plan.
2 sleeps till Christmas, apparently.
And now he's whinging.
Yeah, no, he's whinging, but he's also wanting more union work, so it's obviously not deterred him at all. He's still interested in working within our industry, but at the same time, he wants to destroy the office.
Oh, well, what comes around goes around.
Yeah, that's
Those
it.
who hide in sneaky holes will get found. And, our members aren't happy. So, obviously, Viking steel fixing no good. And we've had a few issues with...
A few precast companies.
Oh, wait, we got one. This is a good one. Obviously, we spoke about Macquarie. There's a rumour. This is a rumour. This is on the rumour mill. Macquarie Precast. Obviously, they've been hot tubbing, and we have mentioned the hot tubbing a lot, but apparently we're hearing very good reports that they've got conjunctivitis because they've been in the hot tub, and now...
It happens.
I don't know what's in that hot tub, but apparently they're on an antibiotic program at the moment to fix both their eyes, the management there. They've gone broke, and, now they're sitting at home with bloody sticky eyes with conjunctivitis.
They can only blame themselves.
Oh, I tell you what, I think the Calamulla kid and the two boys in precast are very, very happy at the moment.
I think so.
I mean, mate, I know one of them, the Tourak tractor, he is jumping he'll be listening to this show, he's jumping at the bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, mate, he's frothing. He's off hunting this weekend or
He would be.
off push. So
He'd be loving it.
he'll have the Tourak tractor. I don't
That's
know if
it.
he'll take it off the road. He normally just parks it on the bitumen and then gets someone to
Yeah,
pick
he'll
him
get
up.
bogged otherwise. He'll have to take someone with
He
him.
doesn't want to get dirty. He spends a lot of time cleaning it. So, and also we had on the precast. What's been happening with the precast, brother?
So, hiding out in the western suburbs there for over 12 months now, you got a mob called Intra-Ost, which is Perth-based builder. No COVID plan. So obviously we've been in a pandemic now for, two odd years. No COVID plan over 12 months, hasn't been changed. No cleaning of the amenities. So
Yep.
we've had some photos flicked through to us. Dunny is absolutely putrid.
Yeah.
Right? And they reckon they've been cleaned every day, but no register to show it. I mean, layers and layers of mud and dirt. You got panels freestanding, upwards of 12 tons, just standing there, all leaning on each
Wow.
other. No dramas, it'll be all right.
Nothing unusual about that. Is
Nah, she'll be all right. What
So
else
like
have we
that,
doing? No first aid rooms, but it's all right because they got little first aid boxes just spread around. No contents in them, but they're there.
It's the
They look
thought
good.
It is the thought that counts.
Yeah, well, you can't blame them for that.
Well, it's bad when I saw some of the photos and the toilets. You could actually probably smell them through the photos, and it's bad when the useless people at WorkSafe are normally quite blind. Write 5 notices. on
5
it.
notices.
That means
That's right.
that's fair dinkum bad.
Yeah, and obviously nothing's been done, so
And
they've wrote 5 improvement notices and nothing's been improved. I don't know if that's WorkSafe just not following up on what they've issued or but nothing's been done.
And speaking to the official, it's the worst job he's ever been on. So
Yeah.
he has. I know who he worked for, so he has worked for some. He has worked for some low people. So
If you're saying it's bad,
it's bad. It's real bad. So obviously, we've got enough of our own grubs here, let alone importing them from bloody other states.
Yeah, that's it.
So-
Look after our own, especially all these people.
keep
out
an
of
eye
work.
out for them, and we're on top of that job, and we are. And I know the members there appreciate it because it's hidden away in a little corner, and you couldn't really see it.
No,
It was off
that's
the
right.
road, and it was hard to find. Well, we found it, and it's everything the members were ringing up about. It was a disaster, that job, and it's lucky someone's not dead. And we also, what other ones we got? So they're the 5. They're the scallywags. Who do you reckon we're going for out of there?
Oh, out of that, I mean, Intros would have to be up there,
Yeah.
but CPB, Viking, they're all good ones. That's
They're
a
all
hard
good.
one.
That's a hard field. That is a hard field, but knowing the Touareg tractor, if he's saying it's the worst job he's seen,
Yeah, we can't go
and
past that.
WorkSafe given notices, so yeah, I'm going with the precaster.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So yeah, the perf-based precaster. Just so we were on top of them, and Suki Lalas. Who's been sooking? You got any Suki Lalas?
Jeez, who hasn't been?
Tell you who's sooking. The bloke who kicked the dog.
He would be now.
He'd be sooking for 12 months in,
You'll be hearing him cry behind his jail cell, that's for sure.
in Bale and Gladiator School. He'd be sooking for sure.
Yep.
There'd be no kicking in there, I don't reckon.
Well, he'll be the one getting kicked.
So, yeah, so obviously he's sooking. Anyone else? There's a few people sooking because obviously...
Well, I think the Vikings might be.
Viking, they're having a big sook, but I reckon Heritage Glass, that's a bit of a... They'll be sooking about paying 6 years of wages and then offer someone a dodgy deal.
Catches up on him.
Ooh, who are you going for?
I'm going to have to go the bloke to kick the dog.
Yeah, I'm going with the bloke kick the dog.
You can't be doing that.
You can't kick a dog. That's very low. If someone kicked Wayne, apart from they wouldn't get their foot back because Wayne would chew the dog. I'm telling you, he's fair income.
I don't even think you're getting near my dog.
Oh, Wayne wouldn't cop it. Wayne would find him. Wayne would go, yeah, I'll find where you live, mate. I'm hunting you down.
He's after you.
He'll come back. You'll come out and you'll be just stubble. That's where Wayne will be at. So obviously we're giving it the Stippo, and obviously we did mention last week Christmas Grinch Award. We had the people win it last week. Well, mate, I got a message from Hasa. Wanted the boys to come back on the 18th, take extra leave. People haven't worked properly through COVID. Families are suffering, and they want them to come back on the 18th. Like, please come back with the rest. Come back with the rest of the industry.
Yeah.
If people want to have extra time off, power to them, but it's their choice, not the employer's choice. So, power to them. So, I think that's a bit Christmassy Grinch.
That
you got
is.
any Christmas Grinchy ones?
Not that I can think off the top of my head. That's the first I've heard about that Haste one, but that's right up there. You can't be doing that.
Yeah. So, yeah, naughty, naughty, naughty. So they're going to get the Christmas Grinch, and I dare say we're going to go the same old way. Dare to struggle,
dare to win.
You don't fight,
You lose.
and now what's the song we're going out with? And
Going out with The Doors, Peace Frog.
and that's not my choice.
Dead blood in the streets, it's up to my ankles. Sheet blood in the streets, it's up to my knees. Sheet blood in the streets, the town of Chicago. Sheet blood on the rise, it's following me. She's about to break a day. She came in and she drove away. Sunlight in her hair. She blood in the streets on the river of sadness. She blood in the streets, it's up to my thigh. Yeah, the river runs red down the legs of the city. No women in the crying and rivers are weeping. She came to town and then she drove away. Sunlight in her hair. Indians scattered on Dawn's highway bleeding. Ghosts crown the young child's fragile eggshell mind. Blood in the streets in the town of New Haven. Blood stains the roofs and the palm trees of Venice. Blood in my love in the terrible summer. Bloody red sun of fantastic LA. Blood screens the brain and chop off the fingers. Blood will be born in the birth of a nation. Blood is the rose of mysterious union. Dead blood in the streets, it's up to my ankles. Blood in the streets, it's up to my knee. Blood in the streets, the town of
You've been listening to a 3CR podcast produced in the studios of independent community radio station 3CR in Melbourne, Australia. For more information, go to allthews.3cr.org.au.